What's up, guys? So first things first, I have to show you these memes. Pretty much last night, Discord, I was hanging out with my friend Binix, and he made that meme. And, the continuation was going on, and I just found them hilarious. Honestly, the sad truth about those memes is that they're so true. At least I felt that way, because I pulled so many different pains. I think I pulled almost 6 to 8 pains, maybe even 10 pains in total. And not even one Jiraiya, so the whole thing was that all my pains pretty much killed him, and that's the reason why I couldn't pull him. It was just hilarious when I saw those memes last night. It feels bad knowing that you did 800 scrolls and you didn't get anything, or at least the last 400 only got you a Tendo and nothing else that you wanted, like no Kakashi or say Jiraiya. But man, those memes were just priceless yesterday. But I was looking at a lot of stuff, so the comments have some interesting things, a lot of good advice. Nah, I did find out in the comments that you can pretty much solo team instances. As long as you're still in the team group, even if you're by yourself, you can pretty much enter an instance and clear it. So, I didn't know that it worked like that. I thought you had to basically go in with at least 2 people. Otherwise, I would have been able to do the 60 instance the first day, but at least I'll be able to know for the next time in case I can solo the 70 instance. But that's pretty much a good way to do it if you're way too high level, or nobody else is doing team instance. Just kind of invite somebody, hope that they leave the group, or just refresh the client, whatever happens. But it being today, I finally did get I managed to get 65, but then the real wall is gonna hit me now. I have to get the entire level from 65 to 66. I did manage to get up to 85 ninja exam yesterday. I can't really beat 85. Manda is just too strong, and I can't really kill it before that. So I ended up doing arena real quick because I was able to get heat on today. I'll have to get Kakuzu later on because the shop didn't refresh, and I'm still missing a couple of fragments. And the funny thing is, I did these 3 arena fights, just get the coins. I wasn't going to redeem him right now because I figured, okay, let me just do survival trial. In case I'm able to get heat on fragments, then I'll buy him. And funny enough, when I do get up to the practice treasures, I do manage to see heat on fragments. And, knowing my luck, I was not able to get them. Out of 3 chances, the funny thing is, every time I have to do the practice treasures, there's always something going on because I can't get those character fragments. That is just, no matter who it is in there, I never get the fragments. I get everything else but those 2. So I was really hoping to get heat on, at least from there, save myself the 1,000 points. But it didn't work out, so I had to get them from the shop anyway. And I remember a while ago, this team was showed to me with, I think Shirado, Tendo Pain, Jigokudo, and Gakido for PvP. And honestly, it was working out great. It was working out good for the first few fights. And then, just the most annoying thing happened, which is called a lightning main. I really can't stand the lightning main. The fact that they're so overpowered at a low level and pretty much just have such high combo rates. They have silences. They attack 10 times in one round. I find lightning mains the most annoying people to fight against. Then probably has to be earth mains. I can't stand earth mains. I can't stand lightning mains. Lightning mains, I already told you why they're just so annoying to me. And then earth mains are just as annoying just because of their stupid shield, man. If they have high enough resistance, you are not killing that shield. You need to get some ignite. You need to get some poison. That is the only way you can kill that shield. But I heard some interesting things. Apparently, the lightning main is one of the weakest things on the Chinese version. The high-end classes are pretty much going to be water and earth, I believe, from 80 to 100. And fire is pretty much good up until 80, and I think wind main as well. So lightning main is pretty much the weakest late game, but it's the strongest early game, I would say. And it just has some annoying combos. For a new server, when you're a lightning main, you have access to all these different combos at the start. I was struggling, man. I had a goddamn Konohamaru squad. I had a Konohamaru squad with Iruka. Who do you know in this game that actually used the Konohamaru team? I even tried using the Konohamaru team in Arena. It did not work out. I put Hashirama, I used Iruka, and I put the Konohamaru boys, and I still got smoked. There was just no combos going on with that team. I figured they would get a huge attack boost and, just some fun stuff going on. But I just thought wrong. I really messed up with that one. So as I was doing survival trial, I was noticing how strong the pains were together. I was like, it's a great team, I like Tendo so much. I like him way more than Hashirama. But my problem is the taijutsu, man. His defense is just like that's the reason why he's immune to ninjutsu. So they had to make it where he gets wrecked by taijutsu. But man, he just gets destroyed. And pretty much the counter to Tendo Pain is like anyone with acupuncture, just because his mystery can't get interrupted, but it can get acupunctured. So that's something I didn't really expect when I faced a person with a Neji. But, lightning mains, man. Freaking lightning mains. I just can't stand them. The fact they just keep hitting, then they start a combo. But like I was saying, the reason why they're so annoying early game is because you get a Kakashi for a 7-day login. And if you're one of those lucky guys who a lot of lightning mains on my server where they just did one single pull and they managed to get Kakashi on the first day. So if you start with Kakashi and then, you manage to get your 3-star Sasuke later on, that is just like one of the most annoying combos you can see. And I didn't even notice how, like, I didn't occur to me how annoying Lightning Man could be until I fought Pride. Like, his guy, or like his Sasuke and Main were just going off, and it was just so annoying seeing that. And it would happen back to back to back. Like, my Tendo just got destroyed against this, so I was like, wow, man, I just didn't even want to know what was happening anymore. And I kind of thought I messed up big just because I was like, wow. So I used my Tendo in this team. Then my Hashirama team is kind of useless because I use him there. And I didn't really have a good substitute, so I had to pretty much rely on using these pains and then using my 3rd rank battle team. Worst case scenario, I would have to go back to the Hashirama team and just, figure out a way to win. But, it occurs to me that, like, using Hashirama, he is good. But he is very weak stat-wise. Like, I don't know why he feels so weak overall. Iruka has higher growth rates. I was pretty much, the reason why I messed up with battle power was because the equipment was wrong. Now I know why my BP was always so much lower than everything else. Before I had Tendo Pain, I gave the best equipment on Hashirama. And funny enough is that his growth rates are trash. He has everything less except for, I think, defense. No, I think resistance. Resistance is the only skill that he has higher than Iruka. Iruka has everything else higher. So I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, you're the first Hokage. You're the first Hokage and they disrespect you like that? So that is one thing I just don't understand. Why are his stats so weak? It is just beyond me. Like, his skill is good. Like, doing immobile to 2 targets every round as long as your, field skill is up. That's a really good thing. But damage-wise, he's weak. Growth rate-wise, he's weak. Tank-wise, he's weak. He is just like a support character that you're going to put in the back line and pretty much try to protect him. That's the reason why I use Iruka, because someone told me to use Kimimaro instead of Iruka. Now, I didn't even think about using Kimimaro. Probably would combo. But the problem is that Iruka has a chance to evade. He also has an interrupt. Plus, he gives shields to 3 of my teammates. So I would never switch Iruka. I wish I got him a 5-star when I had the chance. If that Lucky Star event ever comes out, I'm getting that 5-star Iruka, man. That thing is, he is probably like the best ninja I have on the seat. If you had I wouldn't even need Hashirama or Tendo Pain. You just need Iruka, get a bunch of Konoha ninjas, and you're set. And I think at level 70 you can get a Yamato anyway, but I don't think you could get it in the English version until the 80 update comes out. So pretty much doing the 70 stuff is going to get you a Yamato later on. So he's pretty much your bootleg Hashirama right there. Get Yamato, get Iruka, and then I don't know who else. So you can get anybody. But Great Ninja War Kankuro just keeps surprising me with that mystery. Really like him. I would really like to get all the Great Ninja War characters eventually. I hear great things about Tenten, great things about Sakura. We are managing to get Neji this month, so I wonder how good he's going to be compared to the regular version. And I almost forgot. So hitting 65 pretty much means that I can finally try Strong Approach Difficult. Now, when I was reading it, I was like, oh man, I am not ready. And here I just decided to use my leftover ninjas, because I kind of had a feeling I would lose. I was like, I didn't see any combos going on. I didn't think there would be much combos going on with this team, but there was a few. So I just decided to use the leftovers, pretty much combine them both, and I really like Gakido Pain. He surprises me. He surprises me the most. So as far as which pains are the best, I would say Tendo Pain is way beyond the rank 1 spot. There's not even a freaking challenge between the other pains. Tendo is the best one. Then I would probably have to say Gakido because he just keeps clearing debuffs, giving a shield, and then he feels pretty tanky. He feels pretty tanky, so I like that about him. Jigokudo is good because he heals and has a chance to revive. But the problem is he doesn't attack, so like unless you combo into him, that's the only way you're gonna see anything. So here, man, when I saw the Hidan frags, I was like, please God, give me them. And no, I missed it. Every day I missed those fragments. And I was like, damn, like I can't wait till I get a higher level so when I can actually redeem all 5 things or whatever, or at least 4 things. But knowing my luck, even if I had 4 chances, I probably would have gotten the Chio frags, not the Hidan. So I was like, whatever, go to the arena shop, redeemed him. I forgot to refresh earlier, so I had to go back into the bounties. But double bounty XP is nice today. Everyone was telling me how Hidan is a beast for a fire ninja. And you know, his damage, or his mystery does pretty good damage. I've seen people in the German version of the game use him for Ninetales event. And his mystery just hits like 40,000 or something in the Ninetales event. So that was something just like, wow, that was just something overpowered. And someone was telling me to pretty much go ahead and get my moods up on everybody. So that's pretty much what I did later on. That's how I achieved 20k battle power, and moods are nuts. Like, they are a huge source of battle power. I pretty much put in this formation just to sweep up for extra XP. I know double XP sweeps are gone, but you still get a pretty decent amount. And I have to level up Neji basically, because the difficult formation I've seen for Strong Approach uses Neji. I can't remember who else, but I do have 2 videos that I bookmarked on my YouTube. So I will be pretty much following those guides, and hopefully I can beat Strong Approach on difficult. I want to do all my 6 chances, and then I'll be helping my guild members again with that. But it had to do something with Neji, and I don't know who else I used. Now, when I was looking at it, I was like, damn, I was actually just like terrified of the description, because I'll talk about it more later on. But here I was trying to basically upgrade. I wanted to get Iruka's resistance higher because this way his shield is a lot stronger. And then I'm pretty much going to go for the defense boost so he can take the frontline hits. But this is where I finally hit 65. And now the huge like wall just awaits. So I think it's going to take me a really long time. Maybe like a few days, 3-4 days before I actually hit 66. I don't know how long it could take. We're still not even close to killing Ninetales. We're doing worse every time we do Ninetales. So yesterday we managed to basically we went up to 8 bars left. Well, we usually get to like 5 bars left, so I don't know what happened. We just had a lot of players missing, and you know, it's just a letdown. Like, we can't kill Ninetales, and that really slow. That's a huge difference from me getting more XP and more coins that way. And you know, nothing I can do about that. Just have to pretty much hope that people show up to events. Great Ninja War is tomorrow, so you know, this is when finally we're gonna have the Flying Raijin actually participate, and hopefully it makes a huge difference, because having the same group win Great Ninja War every week is just annoying. So you gotta have some diversity in there. But you know, decided to do the 3 elite instances just because you also get yourself for 3-starring every instance, which elites you pretty much 3-star as long as you win the fight. You get yourself these progress points for your main, and that actually gives you slight stat boosts, but it all adds up. That's how your ninja can go from like Chunin to Jonin, and I assume the 80 update is gonna make them go all the way up to Anbu, so that's gonna be something nice. But the more I use this team, the more I realize like it works so much better than all the other teams I could think of I'm using. So you know, I don't really want to swap out Hashirama or Iruka for any of the pains. Plus, after I put like the moods on those, I kind of don't even wanna, because I did get moods up to. I only managed to max Tendo Pain, and Iruka and my main managed to get up to 45%. So I would have to get more ingots just to pretty much level that up. Now, every time I have no ingots on my account, that's when I pretty much get another 5,000, and I just keep it there. I don't really spend it all at once. I just spend it over time, or when I need the battle power boost or something goes on, that's when I actually use it. And I feel like, you know, I'm progressing at a good pace, but I could be leveling faster. I definitely had a really slow start, but you know, I'm made up for that now. At least I would think in the long run, that's all that matters. But Another thing I was gonna say is that I really want to change like my whole YouTube, I would say, like channel art and everything. I want to just get something new. I've had this Kenpachi banner and my Kenpachi avatar for a long time now. I would say it's been at least like 3-4 months. And I just want to get something new, get some variety. I tried to make a banner yesterday, but I just could not have any ideas. I even looked at like some top channels and their banners, and I just had no idea come to mind, so I kind of scrapped the idea. And I'll just wait for one of those days when I have like a magical breakthrough or something. But another thing I was trying to get was I was trying to finally get a real YouTube intro. That is the biggest problem. Like I try to find a lot of good people that make like AMVs and all this stuff to make me a YouTube intro, and I just haven't had the luck. Or when I find somebody and ask them to make intros, they always tell me, "Oh no, I can't make intros," or blah blah blah. You know, usual stuff that goes on. But that's what I'm trying to get now. So I don't know. Maybe throughout the week I'll have to keep just searching, keep talking to people, and see if I could get an intro done. And as far as my banner and avatar goes, I don't know. Maybe just find someone on the forums, or I just really like lack the creativity to make something for myself. That's the problem. Whenever it comes to me making my own things, I just lack complete creativity, and that's just the funny thing about it. Like especially my thumbnails, I keep messing around with the thumbnails every other day. I really don't know what to do. You know, the thumbnails work out better when you actually put the text, because people are just way too lazy to read the video title. So if they see it on the thumbnail, that they're more likely to click on it, pretty much. Like that's how people just do it, a clickbait to the max. But there's no fan service this time. And you know, after I did these, I was like, I just realized how long it's gonna probably take me to be 66. And then I assume that 66 is only gonna get me like halfway to 67. So it's gonna be a roadblock to 70 basically. It's gonna take a few weeks. But you know, I'm fine with that as long as the 80 update doesn't rush our way. I really want to get 70 before the 80 update comes out, and you know I'll be completely fine with that. I am looking forward to doing 70 pulls, but you know I'm in no rush right now because I want to basically put towards battle power. So I decided to just spend the 4K ingots I had left on mood scrolls, and it didn't occur to me that it jumps up to 20 costs when you pass 45. So that's when I pretty much figured out, like, okay, so I'm going to get everybody 45 and then just use the rest on Tendo. Luckily, I had enough to get him all the way maxed out. And, you know, 65% ninjutsu boost is crazy. He went from having 4,300 ninjutsu to like 4,900. And that gave me pretty much so much battle power. And that's why you should really focus on moods for your character. Now, as far as Hashirama, I have no idea what to give him. I just think he is... just like, he has everything bad except for resistance, so that's why I have resistance on there. Resistance is his highest stat, so I might as well just go ahead and do that. And you know, I wanted to get that 20k battle power, so I just bought myself 2 level 4 Magatamas. I could have just, you know, cultivated, even awakened my ninjas and stuff like that, and I would have gotten the battle power. But it didn't occur to me until after I got the Magatama. Oh, I missed doing that stuff. So now pretty much the journey is gonna be to 21k battle power, which the more BP you get, the slower it is to raise it again. That's why I was looking at the Hanzo stuff here. So in the normal thing, you can't debuff the poison. It pretty much stays all the time, so you have to pretty much out-heal it or out-nuke the enemy team. But then difficult, you get poisoned and ignited. So I'm assuming you can clear the debuffs. If you can't clear these debuffs, and they stay the entire time, you're like, I don't even know how anybody survives. You will need to run like 3 healers or something and just make your main do all the work. But I have 2 videos I'll be looking for as a reference, and pretty much I will record myself failing at the strong approach. It's probably going to take me like, I would say like 2-3 hours just to actually freaking do all those 6 chances on difficult, if I even can. If I'm like just getting destroyed on difficult, obviously I'm going to do normal and just save it for another day. But people are telling me I shouldn't have too hard of a time. So tomorrow is when I'm going to actually try for it, because I had to wake up pretty much right at reset for Naruto Online to record all this stuff, render it before I had to leave. Had to leave super early, and I'll be back in the afternoon. I got a freaking... I mean, like, I don't really mind my astronomy class, but it's kind of just annoying, honestly. It's really annoying, a lot of writing and just stupid labs you have to do. So I'll be back in the afternoon, but I'm trying to get this video out really early in the morning before I leave for the entire day. And you know, I doubt I'm gonna be able to do a strong approach when I get back home. I'm just gonna be tired and not gonna have the energy to mess out and stress with it. So I was gonna awaken everybody, but then I realized it is a lot of materials. I would only have enough materials to awaken like 4 ninjas, so I'll just pass up on that until I get more. And I got so many awakening medals just from all the pulls I were doing. But you know, it's a pretty good stat boost, and I didn't even notice that awakenings actually do increase your ninjas' growth rates. So that also just helps out the way they just get a lot stronger from that. But you know, 20k battle power, man. It seems like I come a long way. Like every other day, I'm either getting a level or I'm just like getting another 1,000 battle power. So it's kind of scary. But when you see that person on server 7 has like 44k battle power, you're just like, damn, man, that is just nuts. 44k power, like that is just such a huge gap. It's such a huge gap. But you know, from now on, just pretty much focusing purely on power. I still have to get all my Magatamas level 5 one day, but it gets expensive. Like I did say in a previous video, it's about 1,000 ingots just to get all 5 Magatamas on somebody, or all level 4s to level 5s on one character. So that, imagine doing that per equipment. If you have, I think, what, 6 different equipment pieces, you times that by 6, that's 36. Yeah, it's 36 equipments. It's about 36,000 ingots. And I'm not sure, there could be like 5 equipments, but I'm pretty sure there's 6. Hold up, let me see. You have the mask, you have the, I don't even know, the kunai. It's either 5, maybe it's 5, I don't know. Okay, whatever it is, it's just expensive, that's what I'm trying to point out. So either way, it's going to cost you 30k ingots just to get everything a 5. And imagine a 6, it's probably even more. So if I didn't probably do all those pulls, I would have probably had like all level 6 Magatamas and pretty much very high refines. I was actually gonna do refines, but it's probably just expensive. So I'll stick to Magatamas for now and then do refines, and I don't know, maybe try ahead and just get my moods finished. But I still have to decide if I want to keep resistance on Hashirama or go for something else. I really don't know. All in all, I don't think it would really be such a huge difference for him. Just really disappoints me that his growth rates are just pretty bad. But I have to get myself 2 ranked battle fights in really quickly. That's why I just challenged whoever. This way, it's just, you know, I can pretty much leave out earlier and commentate. But, you know, 20k power, that is just something. Maybe now I can actually have a chance of beating the Orochimaru fight. So that's something I should work for. And man, I just am not awake while I'm recording this. So in case I sound off or whatever, it is just too early. It is just too early. I really wish this game would reset at midnight, man. If this game could reset at midnight, I would have no problems having to do videos every day. But 5 in the morning, oh man, for most days is just a pain. And then speaking of pain, there's your Shinra Tensei. So all in all, though, keep having fun in this game. Just really wish we could actually kill the Ninetales for once, man. Like, if only everybody would stay and do events. But, you know, pretty much just, the moods are just expensive once you get towards the end. It's still, I'd say moods are way cheaper compared to everything else. And they do give an insane boost, like 65% in one stat while only losing 5% in another. If you go for main stats that your ninja needs, you're gonna have a huge BP increase, huge damage boost. The thing with my team is that Hashirama and Iruka rely on Taijutsu, while my main and Pain rely on ninjutsu. So that's something I have to balance around. But I was just pretty much showing you guys the rankings. So I managed to tie up the ninjas. I think once I have Kakuzu, I'm gonna have 51, so I'll be able to take back that Ashura's Bond title. But you know, I still would like to eventually get a Conan. So, you know, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll be trying to do the strong approach by then, and I'll see you guys.